Hello, everybody. Calamity here, and today we're taking a look at a replay from a Juno player, I believe. Let me go over your post before we start here. So you said you are pretty bad at this game. Don't worry, I am too. But I'm not really sure how to improve. I'm Silver 2 on support at the moment. I felt like this comp match was going pretty close, but then we ended up losing in the end. And I was wondering what sorts of things I could do differently and maybe start ranking up instead of staying in the lower ranks. And yeah, you do play Juno, it says here. And there's nothing. All right, cool. PC, Watch Point Gibraltar. We got your code and we have your username. We're good to go. And we'll see. We'll see what we can spot. Base choice, by the way, for support picks. I am a fellow Juno enjoyer. So this is like the best hero I can help people with. I can do like most heroes and like most roles, but Juno especially I can help with the most. Oh wait, before we start, I always forget. It's just a 7. And we're on attack first. And we got the Hello Kitty skin. Alright, let's see. This torpedo right out the gate, a little too early, and we're not getting a better angle on it, so you only got... I mean, you didn't need to heal anybody, right? I mean, I guess you're taking a little bit of damage, but it's negligible right now. And you only got this Ram, who's immediately going to get healed by either this Kiriko, which he is, or the Life Weaver. So what we want to do when we're doing torpedoes like this, even if it's just for poking, is you want to do it from a surprise off angle. So a couple ways to do that is you could just simply be over here, double jump, shift, torpedo up here on the high ground, catch them off guard. Even if it makes them like get scared and like run away, that's not the best case scenario, but that's still okay because you're messing with the support's concentration, which means your team can focus this Ram. But yeah, you could also just hold on to the torpedoes, wait for your Winston to dive, create chaos, and then you do the torpedoes later. As another option. So yeah, we wasted our torpedoes right out the gate, which is not a good habit to have, as you know. This is fine. We don't want to get too distracted by Tracer, but as long as we're being mindful, this is okay. I don't know what happened with those torpedoes, if we accidentally canceled them or what happened there. But yeah, torpedoes is important for Juno. It's like one of her, well, honestly, it's one of her best abilities. And we need to make sure we're not just wasting it. It's like when I watch Anna's just throw nade carelessly, and it hurts my soul. So we don't want to be wasting torpedoes. But this is fine. If there was another person on this cart, I would be telling you to push up, but obviously no one else is on the cart, so this is okay. Nothing you can do about that. That's just your team lack of awareness. Like they're pushing way too forward without a healer. So, yep, right play. You have to back up. Heal the Moira when you can. Don't die yourself. Perfect. Yep. Yep. Regroup. And wait for our team. Come out of spawn. I don't know. Okay, your tank is switching. I was like, oh god, please don't disconnect. Every time I see someone just get like stuck like that. Bad torpedo again. Everybody is full. Every single person you just torpedoed is already full. Yes, there's a fight happening, but your torpedoes aren't gonna like do anything here. Also, you didn't get the Orisa, so we're a little too early with our torpedoes twice now. Really need to think of how to use them offensively rather than defensively. Again, another way you could have done that is just simply double jump up here and just look down and like double jump again into the air, look down. You get a better angle on your torpedoes and you're healing while also damaging simultaneously. That should always be your goal with torpedoes. Is damage and heals. Always, always. How can I get an angle where I can damage the other team but also heal my teammates as well? It's a little too cramped and you don't need to be here as Juno. You can definitely have just gone around the outside, but I don't think anything bad will happen here. It should be okay. Feel free to speedrun this. This torpedo is okay. I mean, you are getting the Orisa. You can push cart, yeah.
I am escorting the ammo.
Reality bends to my will.
Fine. I don't know if you do use voice chat in this game. Not that I suggest that you do, but if you are, I would just say, hey, Moira, you can push up. You don't have to be here. Because Moira has less range than you do, obviously. So it's not a bad idea for her to play more forward with the team if they need the heals. But hey, you guys get the first point, and that's all that matters. So let's keep going. Bad torpedoes again, and we're doing them just like from way too far, and we need better angles. You got to use Juno's verticality. She's a very, very mobile hero in all ways, and you got to take advantage of that to make the use out of her kit.
On a sail, I am ready to unleash coalescence.
This is okay, but once you turn that corner and they start pushing you, it's okay to back up.
I am on fire. Dispatching care.
This torpedo is better than what you've done before. I'll give you that. That's just an awkward ult from your Sombra because you guys are being pushed back, but hey, okay. Maybe you guys can work with this. Maybe. That's a good speed ring. It's not your fault. I mean, you guys are getting pressured hard here. You don't have to heal Orisa during Terror Surge because she already has damage reduction while she's spinning. So I would just try to pick a squishy that got pulled into the Terror Surge and try to, you know, damage them, get them a little bit low so you can guarantee a kill here. Or even just, you know, just keep double jumping this way, be annoying, poke, poke, poke. Like your Orisa is fine. Your Orisa is absolutely fine right now. Well, I guess maybe not. As soon as I say that, because the Terror Surge ended, so did her damage reduction, and uh-oh, there's multiple people looking at her. She's probably gonna die here. Okay. Wow. She did not die. I guess she got the med kit and then got saved by the teleporter, so this is fine. So for this next fight, get ready to use your orbital. Or at least we should be thinking, how can I use my orbital in a way so we can get past this choke point? It's not even a crazy idea to pop it right now because you guys are getting pushed hard. Like, this is a good, hey, back off orbital. Because you could pop it, you go into your own orbital, jump up, torpedo. It'll scatter them at the very least. And at the very best, you do a ton of damage to multiple heroes. Okay, this is bad torpedo again because they're mostly full. Like, when I say that, that doesn't mean wait till they're like 1 HP or critical either. I'm just saying that the torpedoes are so early that once you shot them, you know, like literally all 3 of them were full. So you want to like wait until action is happening. Like, okay, yeah, there's a little bit of action happening. I guess I should word that better. You want to make sure that you're actually getting value from your torpedoes before you fire them off. Because you're shooting them so early that they don't heal anything. You could have speed ringed, or sorry, you could have orbitaled your ult earlier, and we could have helped push get out of here because we're getting out pressured. They're just all here, and you needed something to pressure them back, and we're just not getting that extra help, which you could have provided with your ult. So no need to hold on to it. Let's go again. A good habit to have is as soon as you see that ult just flash on your screen, your thought process needs to be, where and when can I use this? And the answer in the last fight was when you guys were just stuck in that this little corner right here. That would have been perfect. But now I would be thinking, okay, what's the next opportunity I can use my orbital ray? That's unfortunate. Unless you get this kill, then it's not unfortunate. Good job.
We're in orbit.
Holy, I thought you were gonna die. Oh my goodness. Not a crazy idea again to push up with your Orisa and then pop the ult or the sim. Your call. At this point, I just want you to use your ult. Holding onto it a little too long.
Ministering aid.
See? Lifesaver uses. Okay. We did use the ult. Did we use it in a weird spot? Yes. Unfortunately. Look where your ult is. Look where your team is. You didn't have to go in the middle of a fight, which was risky enough already, and then pop your ult. You could have just done it back here. Why? Because you're... Well, first of all, I guess Sim is trying to get rid of this wall. But your Sim, your Orisa, your Moira could take advantage of it from back here, and then it gives them the ability to push forward. Because it starts here ahead, some of your teammates, especially when we're in the low ranks, aren't going to feel comfortable pushing into their team like this. So let's see how your team reacts. But you could have been just popping it from where you are currently without having to riskly going into the middle of the fight like that. Let's see how this goes. You're heal botting a little too much. Everybody's fine. Look at everybody's health for like a quick second. Do you see the word critical above anybody's head right now? The answer is no, obviously. But so what that means is that we are free to do pressure and to do damage ourselves. You can double jump, get on over here, pop a torpedo on all of them. None of your team needs help right now in terms of healing. They need help with damage and pressure, always. So we need to see like, okay, jump up. I can torpedo this. You want to? Probably not right now because he's ulting and he has that one perk for the extra health. You could also go for the Bastion, but I wouldn't recommend it. But it is an option. Yeah, we need to be proactive. This is too passive right now. Torpedoes again, not good. Good job. Okay, this is the moment where you need to focus on healing, and you did it correctly. Not your fault that Sim died. It's not a bad idea to speed ring this. You don't know this unless you press tab frequently in the game, but you can tell when your Orisa has ult. We can help her get into this team faster with the speed ring. You need to be aware of that. If you see an Orisa just playing more aggressive and pressing, especially they do it after a javelin spin because it gives them more movement speed, help them out, speed ring them in so they can terror surge. Yeah, I definitely know she was trying to terror surge that. Anyway, back to you. See, this torpedo, even though it was a healing one, at least it healed. What you've been doing is been shooting your torpedo at fully healed, full health teammates. But yeah, that torpedo is fine. Would I prefer it to be more offensive as well? Yes, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Kill your Moira, but stop heal botting and immediately go on over. Help your Orisa. Again, when she's terror surging like this, don't go for the tank. Go for a squishy target. I would obviously go for Bastion because Mei can just icicle past this ult or wall you off and it doesn't really matter. So Bastion is the key target here. But yeah, your tank needs help and not in the way of you healing, but in the way of you doing damage. Because you could have helped her get a kill with that terror surge. Unfortunate. Good heals. A little too much healing again. But I think we're gonna get out pressured here because we lost. I think we lost 2, right? Yeah. Not looking good. I mean, this fight was lost. It was a 2v5. You guys aren't getting past that. Okay, you have your ults again. This is the last team fight. Just send it. Just send it down mid. That's the best thing you can do right now. As soon as the fight starts, which is about to, just pop it. Faster. We need to get into position faster. This Bastion's fine. There's no one up here. You're good. Your team is fine. We need to be up here. We need to get ready for the team fight. Move. Okay. This is fine because your team absolutely has to push in now. Like there's no more sitting back passively. We gotta do something. So this is fine. You guys get rid of the tree. Use your own ult to torpedo here. Torpedo plus Ray is your strongest combo and will do a ton of damage to squishies. Carry. That's okay. Focus on damage. I guarantee you your Orisa will be fine. Focus on killing whatever's left right now. That's a good speed ring. Okay. It's fine. Ooh, you guys got past the second point. That was looking pretty rough. I didn't think we were gonna make it. Okay, if you have to be the one on the payload, so be it. You have range, so it's not the worst idea to have Juno on the cart. And before we continue on the replay, let me just see your perk choices. So I actually do approve of the triple jump. I see a lot of Junos take the faster blaster, and that is the incorrect perk to take. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me. They'll be like, no, it's not. I get a lot of kills with it. I'm sure that's great and all, but triple jump is so good because it gives you access to the high ground. You can literally triple jump up here. You can triple jump up here. Maybe you might need the shift. No, you don't. You can just triple jump onto this ramp and then triple jump up here. But before the whole rework to this map and this like upward ramp thingy didn't exist, you could have just triple jump up to this high ground. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff with Juno. Triple jump up here, shift glide around, be annoying, you know, stuff like that. If you weren't stuck on payload duties. I'm just giving you ideas, but yeah. Triple jump, always good. Even when they dive you and you triple jump up into the air, that's a great way to like catch a lot of people off guard. Especially in the lower ranks, where most people expect the faster blaster perk. So, this is fine. That's actually a good speed ring. Help them get out of the blizzard, but looking like a lost fight. That's okay. We're gonna go next. Gotta save this Moira. That's unfortunate. Just if you have to, all the way back and spawn. Don't want to go dagger even further. We only got 30 seconds left. Good job. Okay. Good speed ring.
Time is almost up. We must hurry.
This is the first time I feel like I've seen you do an offensive torpedo, and this is the right play. I want to see you do this more. I'm not saying never heal your teammates, obviously, with the torpedoes, but always try to find out how you can do both healing and damage. But if you have to choose one, I always prefer damaging over just healing. If there was anyone else in there, I would have said speed ring, but because it's an Orisa fortified, this is okay. You have the right idea with the torpedo, but please double jump. Yes, or triple jump actually. Yeah. Send that all as soon as you can because you're in overtime and they're still alive. Absolutely. We'll take it. Fantastic torpedo. This is what I love to see right here. Unfortunate. We just needed to be a little bit more cautious about where we were. You had the right idea of torpedoing them, but then you're kind of also just standing out in the open. Yes, the shields are out now, but we could have just parked ourselves, you know, try to park yourself behind some cover, and you would have been fine. What is going on, man? This fight is... Oh! It's not looking good. No, it's just Orisa. You guys have overtime spawns. It was a good try. Okay, so... Number one thing, torpedo usage.
Initiating match.
Probably need to work on that. You did better torpedoes towards the end, though. I will give you credit. Very good towards the end. Your ults, other than they just need to move out sooner, it's okay to just pop your ult, like, even in the back. Like, just like right here. Because you do a habit of forward place it here, and that's super risky for you to do, because you might die doing that if the enemy team is a little bit more focused on you. And sometimes your team won't even be able to take advantage of it because they won't push up with your ult. So it's okay to just pop it where you are instead of doing the risky movement stuff. Okay, we're on defense. Let's see how this goes.
Feeling better?
Stop the payload.
I am prepared to cause
Let us
trouble.
end this.
Support inbound.
I appreciate there's at least an attempt here to get both. So this is fine, but you know, yeah, I won't even critique anything here. I think this is fine. Just maybe be a little bit more patient with it. This is fine. Good torpedo mostly. I wanted it to be a little bit more offensive because again, your team is fine. We can also get Orisa's backline here. That would be great.
Watch yourself.
Okay. I'll give you credit we're getting both, but could these torpedoes be better? Absolutely.
Let's increase our pace. I will
Misery made manifest.
What sensitivity do you play at? I feel like this is a very high sensitivity. It does make it a little dizzying to watch sometimes, but I'll live. I'll live. Little heal body. Again, we need to be helping put out pressure. We're not just here to just heal all day, every day. Try to get cheeky with your movement and try to get cheeky with your torpedoes. Go from an unsuspecting angle. That doesn't mean, obviously, that does not mean double jump in their face and then right click. That would be no. You could literally go back to where you were earlier and hug this wall, double jump, shift, just come out from here or something. Just be a little bit unpredictable, unexpected for just a few seconds. I can see you trying. So there's that. We just need to do it from a better angle by using Juno's verticality. But you guys are holding pretty well here.
Taste of poison.
Heal botting again because, you know, everyone's full, but we didn't really need to use torpedo there. They're still mostly in spawn. Not that you would know that because I have wall hack, so I can tell you that they're mostly in spawn or near spawn. But you guys are fine right now. There's no reason to torpedo anything. Just chill. I'm really surprised the Bastion kind of tried to go for you guys. Like you saw the feature with that speed ring, I was about to say. Yeah, we're hardcore heal botting here, and that's not a good habit to have. And not a crazy idea. Pop ult. Go forward again. You could argue that your your Ray kind of saved Sim. He's gonna die though, it looks like. But yeah, you see how you popped it too forward, and now your Ray is over here. But had you popped it while you were just here, you would have been getting more value out of it because your team's all here. No one's over here. No one's taking advantage of this Ray right now. Oh, maybe I say every time I do this on a replay review, I say like, see how this is not a good thing, and then like, it's fine. Like your Sim lives. I feel like she should have died there. She was like up here against that tree, and they're all like looking at her, but oh my goodness, crazy. Yeah, we hate that tree. This is fine. We didn't have to do that. See, if you weren't heal botting so much, you wouldn't have to be like, oh, I gotta use my torpedoes after reload soon. It'd be fine. Again, the answer to do I need to heal right now is, do I see anybody with critical above their head? And the answer is no. Feel free to do damage. Safely, of course. That is the key. When I say do damage, I mean just try to be a little bit, jump over here. Who can I see? Right? You have the ability to just, you know, hang for a little bit and just be like, take a little pot shots at somebody here and there. But hey, we can see that Orisa's creeping up behind you guys. That's a dangerous thing. Ring is okay. Is that Orisa shooting down on your team? That was actually a good TP from your Sim. Wow, you guys are doing really good though. Almost holding the full 4 minutes, but you guys lost Sombra, so we need to back up here. Nice. Ooh. Oh, I thought you were dead. But yeah, we're starting to stagger a little bit here. We need to just back up. Just back up, regroup. That's fine. Yep. Ring out if you have to. Shift glide if you have to. Just get out of here. Don't want any more staggers. Your Sombra got a pick on the other Sombra though. That's great. But she might end up getting traded herself. That's not good. That's more on your team and less on you though. Hey, you absolutely will have your ult for this last first point fight, and you can definitely pop it right now. Because you're the only healer. Too forward again. I feel like nobody's in your speed ray, or no one's in your ray. You don't have to go that forward to press it, or to use your ult. Fine. These are the moments where it's okay to heal bot somebody. When your tank is getting pressured right now, and you just need a stall for your teammates to come back, and which you just did perfectly, and now the Sombra came back and she ulted. Now we can just, I guess, keep her Orisa alive, yes, and then try to use our torpedoes in a more offensive way to help with the pressure. That's unfortunate. I see why you did it real fast there, and I know you take the perk for the faster heals for the torpedo, but this is the incorrect play. We need to we just needed to look at the enemy when we torpedo. Like, I know we're thinking heal, 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 but no amount of healing is gonna help if your team is getting heavily pressured. And torpedoes used offensively is a little bit of a good, hey, back off kind of button when they're pressuring you hard. Yeah, we're gonna end up losing this. Unlucky.
They outnumber us.
You guys could have excuse me. You guys could have full held that. Excuse me. And we could have done that with better ult usage
Salutations.
and less heal
They're making gains.
heal-oriented torpedoes. Is that the word I'm looking for? Less heal-focused torpedoes. Let's say that. But it's okay. We have more opportunities. That's a crazy play from the Bastion. And he gets away with it. Absolutely insane.
Surrender to my will.
It's an okay torpedo. But you could have been a little bit more aggressive in general right now because your Moira is ulting and they're all going to look at her. So you could have done something. Again, we want to be surprising, unpredictable, and we could have just triple jumped, torpedoed. Just to help out the Moira with damage here. Okay. That was a good speed ring. I feel like I've critiqued your torpedoes enough for one replay. Ooh. We'll take that. Maybe a little too much on the all usage. But we'll take that. You guys used a lot of ults.
60 seconds.
But hey, we held.
Is in
You guys used 3 ults there. But if it helps you guys hold the point, I ain't going to critique it that harshly. Fine. We once again have another opportunity where you guys can full hold here. That's a very early EMP from Sombra. Okay, your sim got a pick. If you can, in the future, when you go up against Orisa, I recommend trying to torpedo anyone that isn't Orisa. She is way too tanky and has way too many buttons that mitigate your damage. Torpedoes is a great button, but she can just... Well, she has so many ways of dealing with it. She can just shield it. She can javelin... Well, she doesn't have javelin spin, but if before the perk, she can javelin spin it. She can just fortify through it and not care. Like, it's a lot of negligible damage. And we want to do meaningful damage, impactful damage. And we can do that by simply trying to focus and torpedo her backline more often than just her. I'm not sure about the hyper ring, or yeah, but the speed ring, but it seems to be fine now. Yeah. Okay, he's fine. Orisa is absolutely fine right now. That's a better torpedo. They're out ulting you guys. There's not too much you can do here. You did panic a little. Instead of panicking towards this med kit that your Sombra hacked, you kind of went this way. But that's beside the point. I don't think you guys would have won that even if you did get that med kit. They just simply all held their ults and pressed them all relatively close to each other, so it's just very overwhelming, especially since you lost your teammates. I think either Sombra died early. Someone died early. So unfortunately, you guys lose that point as well.
one.
Hey, your Sombra got a pick though.
Enemy turret ahead.
Ministering it.
Enemy turret neutralized.
Our enemies for further progress towards
Right?
their goal.
Again, I know I repeat myself a lot, but I do this so that you can understand how much you're doing it and how much I'm like noticing you doing it. You're heal botting again, and we can just easily use this opportunity. Even if you don't have torpedoes, just double jump, triple jump somewhere. Maybe like use your glide if you want to, and just peek. What can I see right now that I can shoot? You can shoot this Moira. If you were to peek out a little bit, you can shoot this Torb in the back here. If he puts his turret somewhere, you can shoot the turret. You can help your team out here. Because I know you probably think you're helping your team like, oh, I'm healing you guys. I'm healing you guys. You guys are doing great. Your team would be more appreciative if you were out there doing damage as well. Heal when you need to, of course, but deal damage when you can. And now is an absolutely fine time for you to do damage.
Reality bends to my will. Enemy system
Now, this is exactly why I prefer the other torpedo perk, by the way, the one that reduces the cooldown per enemy hit. Because you should always be trying to hit as many people as you can, both teammate and enemy, with your torpedo. And it allows you to spam the ability more frequently. Anywho. This is a late ult, and we didn't need to use it here at all. Because, I mean, you probably didn't know your Moira was going to pop hers either, to be fair. But it looked like you guys had that. So now we're gonna end up like with the last situation where they could get their ults back and then they all press Q again and push to the last point. So this was yet another opportunity where you personally could have carried the game if you had your ult here. Juno's ult is very powerful. Nice spray.
Remaining.
Even though your sim died, that is an okay torpedo because you're trying to heal somebody. It's just more of your sim for just being behind your tank. Good ring. Heal, but we need to do damage. Your team's gonna get outpushed. Especially with that EMP, no one can do abilities on you right now. That EMP is like Sombra saying, team go in. It's safe. And it is actually safe for the next few seconds, because other than just shooting you, you know, you can get in there and do some damage. We can do stuff. This is not looking good. I mean, I know how the game turns out because you set it in your post, but... This is looking pretty bad. So in a situation like this, try to stall as long as you can, but you gotta try to touch point. Maybe Sombra can. Okay. Get in there with your Sombra. Use those torpedoes. Too close. Too close. We don't have to be in their face like this. You were fine just being like right here or just flying around and just... Because your Sombra's right on the point. You're good. So you ended up canceling your torpedoes on at least 3 targets because you pressed W into this Kiriko. Not that I think it matters too much because this is looking like a GG, but... Nah. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and call it there. Let's look at your stats. So yeah, you're probably looking at this game and thinking, wow, I did so much healing. How did we lose? Look at your damage. 4,700, and how long was this game? Like, I've been sitting here yapping for about 40 minutes now on my recording timer. That's not good. That is not good. Heal botting, especially in the current iteration of this game, bad. Unless you're playing 6v6, you can kind of get away with it. because of how much healing is needed in that mode. But for 5v5, no. You need to up your damage a lot more, and we can do that by being more offensive thinking with our torpedoes and a lot less heal botting. So that would be my main 2 takeaways from this game for you is how can I hit more enemies with my torpedoes while still healing my teammates? You yourself have to figure this out as a Juno. And this is how you get better with Juno. What angles can I take to surprise people with torpedoes and get more value out of it? And then 2, if your team is fine and you see full health across the board and no critical anywhere, that is your go ahead to do damage. Preferably not to Orisa unless she's like low or something. But on a squishy target, you could have gone for their Torb, their Bastion, their Kiriko, their Moira, whoever else they had earlier in the game. Your team needed help in ways of pressure and damage because as annoying as Sombra can be, she's not one of those types of heroes that dishes out a lot of damage, like, say, a Junkrat or a Soldier 76 or something. She's very low damage focused, so we need to compensate for that damage by being more offensive as a support ourselves. Like, you also had Moira, but I would even, if I was critiquing this Moira as well, I would be giving her the same like advice I'm giving you, and I'm like, dude, why is your damage so low, especially as Moira? Your damage should be way higher than this. Like a goal I would look at is try to do the ratio is 1-2 damage to heal ratio. So I would say like if you have 10,000 heals, then you should have 5,000 damage at least. Obviously, every game will be different and you won't be able to get that ratio perfectly each time. And, you know, it's fine, but I'm just saying that's what you should like try to aim for. Like this is too low. Like, good job on not dying, but you also played super safe, super passive, just a lot of just hiding here on the side and just shooting your teammates. That's too passive from you. And that's why your team just kept getting out pressured and they keep pushing you guys is because nothing's coming out of you and Moira, to be fair. But there were several opportunities you guys still could have won that. Anywho, hopefully this is helpful for you. I'm sure other people in the subreddit will also give you advice on Juno as well. But yeah, just work on dealing more damage, more pressure, and more torpedo usage. And then, of course, your ult. You don't have to always, again, run into the enemies and press Q on the floor like that. It's so risky and so dangerous. I get scared watching you use your ult like that. It's okay just to have it. Even just be like a little bit further back is fine, or even where you're standing. If you were right here and you were to use your ult, this would be fine. You don't have to go like right here and then Q. Like that's no. Also, lastly, use your verticality way more. Imagine yourself as Pharah. Would Pharah always just be on the ground, like here, just shooting rockets? No. Pharah would be up in the air, trying to damage enemies from weird, angles that force them to look in weird directions that isn't in front of them. And that's exactly how you kind of want to play Juno. I'm not saying go full damage, screw your team either. I'm just saying, like, if you want to be more unpredictable and aggressive, it starts by doing weird angles with your verticality that people won't see coming. So, like, for example, just triple jumping up here and just torpedoing them down from this angle. And just learn how to play around with that. Learn how to use more verticality and try the other perk for the miner as well. The one where you get reduced cooldown instead of the faster healing one. Because it messes with your timing because you see the torpedoes fill up for your teammates, but then it's still going for the enemies. So that's why you're not really getting a lot of value from torpedoes that way. It's enforcing a bad habit, basically. But yeah, sorry. I tend to yap too much. That's all for me. Again, I hope this was helpful for you. If anyone else is watching this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot. If you have any other comments, did I forget something? Or is there something else that you want to point out? Please do so nicely in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next replay. Thank you so much for watching.